أهلا بيكم في شاي وقهوة, the Sips of Sanity podcast, a safe space where we unwind, learn, and grow together.
احنا Nancy and Nesreen, and this is our first season, Reflections. We'll go back in time and relive defining days of our life.
And reflect on both the choices اللي عملناها and the profound lessons اللي اتعلمناها.
هنضحك كتير ويمكن نعيط كمان, بس together we'll get through it. And maybe you'll see yourself in our stories.
We hope that you can embrace our lives as they are, free of any judgment.
So grab your caffeine, sit back, relax, and let's sip on some sanity together.
يلا بينا.
يلا بينا.
Ahlan and hello and welcome to Shay Ahwa, the Sips of Sanity podcast. In case you haven't listened to our trailer, what are you doing? Go back, listen to it. I mean, it only took us like 70 times to record it, so make sure you're listening. Ehna, your hosts, Nancy and Nesreen. I'm Nancy, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to go on this crazy journey with you guys.
And Nesreen, you will get to know so much about me in just a little bit. بس الأول, I want you to know how happy I am that I'm here with you guys. في أول season في شاي وقهوة. بجد مبسوطين, and we're so grateful for you guys for listening to us, for investing your time.
It's taking a lot of courage for us to come out of our comfort zone and do this, but we're willing to do it because we're growing and that's what it takes. So without any further ado, let's dive into today's episode. In this special introduction episode, we want to take you back to the day we found حاجتين مهمين قوي. أول حاجة, you, the audience we resonate with. تاني حاجة, our purpose that we found through this podcast.
في السيزن الأولاني, titled Reflections, we will go back in time and relive defining days in our lives. Each episode will uncover a real life experience. يعني يوم عشناه بجد في حياتنا. هنحكي لكم قصة اليوم ده and the lessons we have learned.
We'll start each episode with a brief introduction, وبعدين كل واحدة فينا هتحكي قصة, a very personal قصة. Then together هنreflect على lessons اللي احنا تعلمناها from these days. We'll end each episode with a heartfelt words of wisdom for our daughters. يعني, it's a journey of self-discovery and growth for sure, and we cannot wait to share it with you guys.
بس طبعا تسألوا هم مين دول؟ عندكم حق.
فعلا, من أنتم؟
It's a very valid question. إن إحنا يعني we're just women, just friends that decided to start a podcast.
That's really what it is. We are your average women. مش عارفين navigate life and trying to do it together in such a public way with you guys. I keep saying, you are basically tagging along on our Eat, Pray, Love journey, okay? So no judgment here. بجد. So instead of stories النهاردة, we will each take some time نعرفكم على نفسنا. الأول, أنا نانسي. I'm a proud mother of 3. I have a 16-year-old girl, a 13-year-old boy, and a 4-year-old girl. أنا مصرية وأهلي من مصر, بس للأسف I've only lived في مصر مدة قصيرة قوي من حياتي. I grew up في الخليج, في السعودية specifically. Shout out to any Egyptians who grew up في السعودية back in the 90s. Please let me know in the comments if you lived there during that time. I love talking about that period in my life. إيه تاني? I just very recently realized إن أنا عشت في أمريكا أكتر من أي حتة تانية, which is such a surprise because that was never the plan. It just happened, I guess. I will be sharing a lot more about me throughout the season. After all, that's what this first season is all about. It's about us telling you stories from our personal lives. Most of these stories, I'm not gonna lie, are very emotional and very personal and just very deep, I guess. For now, I'm gonna keep it light. So here are some fun facts about me. I absolutely love books and crafts. I'm sure throughout this season and seasons to come, inshallah, you'll see me mentioning it a lot. I am an avid tea drinker and a self-proclaimed tea snob. I cannot pronounce the word. I cannot pronounce the word vulnerability, but I embrace it nonetheless. I absolutely dread talking on the phone. I'm really surprised بصراحة that I'm doing a podcast. Surprising myself with this one. I am a recovering reality TV and social media addict. We will not talk about that because it's deeply embarrassing. My taste in music is very eclectic. يعني ممكن أسمع classical music for a week وأبقى really into it and really appreciate it, and then another week I'm all about trap music. I cannot explain the slight contradiction in taste here. بجد I have no explanation for it.
وعايزة أقول لكم ساعات بتسمع شعبي كمان.
مهرجانات.
مهرجانات.
Movies I've watched more than I can count are Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 edition, and 10 Things I Hate About You. Random things that make me happy are candles, string lights, daily planners, teapots, and pretty much all Coldplay songs. That's it. You guys will get to know a lot more and actually stuff that means something later in the season. But for now, please let me know if you have anything in common. I'd love to hear from you. Niso, let's hear a few things about you.
أعتقد إن الناس هتلاقي حاجات كتير قوي common مع نانسي. نانسي جت في الويست بدري قوي and she's this perfect cuteness. بجد والله ما ببالغ. She's very cute in the way she blends her Western vibes with a very valuable
Okay, I'm blushing.
the value system or religious part of her, which I love. We share a lot of things أنا ونانسي. بس الأول هعرفكم بنفسي. أنا نسرين. I'm a mother of 4 beautiful girls ranging in age from 4 years old and 20.
Whoa.
أيوة, a significant age gap. يا ريت ما حدش يسأل ايه اللي حصل عشان انا نفسي مش عارفه. My very 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 basic identity is that I'm a stay-at-home mom. And also I happen to be an expatriate spouse. عشان كده انا سافرت كتير جدا مع جوزي. I lived on 5 of the 7 continents اللي على الكرة الأرضية. I have experienced different cultures hands on. والاكسبيرينسز دي يا جماعة حاسة انها خلتني اشوف الدنيا بطريقة مختلفة جدا وفكر بطريقة مختلفة كمان. والحقيقة I take pride in who I have become. بحب الشاي جدا جدا جدا, كمان بحب القهوة, بس I prefer to drink my cup of tea every morning. In this podcast I will share a significant part of me. You'll get to know me better through my stories in the upcoming episodes. هديكوا شوية حاجات عن نفسي. الحاجات بقى اللي أنا passionate about is interior design, yoga, psychology, and connecting with people. الحقيقة إن أنا I'm an introvert. فدي غريبة جدا. إن أنا I love to connect with people. وأنا introvert. Anyway, I'm very keen on understanding physical and emotional health, psychology, and the dynamics of relationships. Although I'm not a heavy user of social media, بصراحة I don't even go on social media. However, I'm so excited to launch this podcast and enjoy this journey and experience with Nancy and with you guys.
Oh, I can't wait to go on this journey with you and Isu.
I'm so excited too.
Which leads us to our friendship. Well, our connection goes way back. We've been in each other's lives for over a decade. We have a really nice bond of trust and understanding between the two of us, which I hope it reflects in this podcast. Niso is a very wise person. It is a running joke among our group of friends. Her nickname is Dr. Khashaba. And if that tells you anything, but she is our resident psychologist. If we are stuck and don't see any sense in a certain situation, she always brings in a unique perspective that helps us see things differently. And sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes all you need is not someone telling you what to do or how to feel, but just to bring you a different perspective. And that alone is enough to make you see things differently and help you understand and know what you're supposed to do next. I'm so grateful to have Niso in my life. And I'm just so grateful to work on this project together. And I hope you guys like us as much as we like each other. Well, we can't wait to go on this journey with you guys. We want to talk about the podcast, why we're doing it.
الحقيقة إن الفكرة ما كانتش خالص ليها علاقة بالبودكاست ولا السوشيال ميديا ولا أي حاجة من الحاجات دي بالنسبة لي, بس it had everything to do with my goal إن أنا grow and I keep discovering parts of myself, and through this growth, maybe I can share things with people and we together can learn something. وهو ده أكتر حاجة عجبتني في الفكرة اللي احنا طلعنا بيها للبودكاست.
This podcast is not just a project. بجد هو أكتر من كده بكتير بالنسبة لنا. It's a reflection of our friendship طبعا, our values, and our commitment to creating a safe space for authentic conversations. بجد the conversations that we have in this podcast and on the upcoming episodes, they're really from the heart. They're almost unfiltered. And that's why you'll have to bear with us and excuse any mishaps or any swaying from the point of view. We're just being completely organic, or as organic as one can be in public.
مش بس كده. This podcast represents a purpose for us. Given إن احنا stay at home moms وبنحاول دايما to grow and prove that staying at home mom is something that you need to be proud of, ولازم دايما نشجع بعض إن احنا نبقى very grateful and very proud. بس في حاجة جوانا كانت دايما بنتكلم فيها دايما لما نتقابل إنه
we're not fulfilled.
في حاجة ناقصة عايزين نكملها ومش عارفين نكملها ازاي الحقيقة. في time limitation, في challenges, في ولادي وجوزي والحياة والدنيا وأهلي وكل البريشر اللي عليا إن أنا أبقى بشكل معين أو بصورة معينة لازم أبقى فيها. ومرة بنتكلم ودايما نرجع للموضوع ده في كل كلامنا تقريبا, هو احنا رغم ان احنا بنعمل كل حاجة و physically kind of exhausted و
mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted,
بنعمل حاجات كتير قوي لنفسنا ولعيلتنا ولكل الناس حوالينا على قد ما بنقدر. بس what's missing? Why do we feel this empty place inside of us? إن احنا we need more, we need to have some purpose, we need to have some meaning. ليه؟ مع إنه بصراحة يعني we're very blessed with so many things. فبنتكلم مع بعض فبقول لها يا نانسي تيجي نعمل حاجة. قولي لهم بقى يا نانسي انتي الحاجة دي بدأت ازاي.
So I mean, this wasn't the first time. Like if we're being honest, we go through this a lot. Like we're always saying, okay, well, how are we going to find this sense of purpose? I mean, separately, we've both tried different things. We have so many interests, and they're different, but they're also similar in a way. Like we both have a great interest in learning and in personal growth and self-awareness, like trying to learn about ourselves and relationships and how do we improve in communicating with others. So we were always discussing these things whenever we hang out. And we were always discussing كل the avenues that we have taken and didn't really quite bring that fulfillment. So I sat on it. And one day,
أنا فاكرة اليوم ده كويس جدا.
As I was taking a shower, the idea hit me. Actually, it started because I was thinking, wow, I had such a fun night talking with Nisa. I love talking with her. And I'm like, I wish I could do this more often. And then I remembered our conversation about wanting to do something like a project that not only brings us this fulfillment that we're looking for, but also to have a lasting impact, leave a legacy of some sort. We were thinking of our kids mostly, but there are a lot of women and girls who could maybe hopefully benefit from our experiences as moms who have gone through certain situations. Then I figured a podcast.
طبعا مش عايزة أقول لكم الصدمة كانت عاملة إزاي. And أنا coming from a very discreet place, I like my privacy. Yeah. I'm not a social media person at all. بجد الموضوع بجد مش سهل بالنسبة لي. بس I thought it's something out of my comfort zone. وكمان I love to do something with Nancy. فحسيت إنه maybe it's a sign أنا I need to change a little. كمان البروجكت نفسه أو الموضوع نفسه is so interesting بالنسبة لي وبالنسبة لها طبعا. It aligns with so many values that we both share. إن إحنا عايزين فعلا نستفيد. بنتكلم دايما على إزاي نتحسن, إزاي نبقى of service to others, إزاي نبقى أحسن as moms, as wives, as people.
I love of service to others. It is my love language. It's my main love language. I hope you guys really benefit from this. We wouldn't do it otherwise if we didn't think that there would be value for others. I don't think we would take that risk of putting ourselves out there. But yeah, let's hope you find this helpful. Let's hope that you guys are able to benefit with us, learn with us, find relatable stories, see yourself in some of our stories, and help us grow, and hopefully we help you grow as well.
وكمان عايزين نقول لكم على انه احنا هنا علشان نحس ان حد معانا، مش بس عشان احنا نحسسكم ان احنا معاكم. احنا محتاجين برضو السبورت بتاعكم جدا جدا ومحتاجين نحس ان احنا مش لوحدنا في الجيرني بتاعتنا دي as moms و as women، وعندنا hats كتير قوي لابسينها. كمان بنحس انا ونانسي قوي في الموضوع، وبنصدق في الحكايه دي انه when you can relate to something or someone you feel less alone in your struggles or in your challenges. Maybe that's the only help we can do, but it does make a huge difference لو احنا قادرين نحسسكم ونحسس نفسنا ان احنا less alone in this struggle or this challenge or this life. ده هيبقى we would be so grateful for that. بجد يعني truly and genuinely that's our hope and our goal. حقيقة this is why our target audience is طبعا women in general, but women, Middle Eastern women living in the West, لأن هم they will relate so much to how we feel, to our experiences, to our stories. وطبعا كل الwomen لأن هي it's relevant to everyone. حتى الرجالة ممكن يسمعوا يبقوا they can relate to their wives or their daughters.
Yes, please. Yes, get into that psyche.
تاني حاجة بقى, I'll let Nancy touch on this.
تاني حاجة is the controversial topics that we might dive into. Just want to give you a heads up. You might need to buckle up. But do so with knowing and know our goal is to only provide relatable content, not to preach or judge.
Our intention is very simple: to connect, to inspire, and to uplift without judgment or influence. And if we come across any other way, please forgive us.
Please.
Our hearts are in the right place. We're coming from a very good place. We want to share things that can be of benefit, of support, of value to our audience and to us.
والله بجد. Sincerely, I hope this comes across. Before we go, like I said early in the episode, this will always be the way we end our episodes, by sharing a few words of wisdom with our daughters. I'll go first. The words of wisdom I want to leave my daughters with are: girls, remember that the journey to finding your purpose may not always be swift or straightforward, and it's okay to take your time, explore, and discover what truly resonates with your heart. No matter how long it takes, know that you have the power to make a meaningful impact in this world. I love you.
I love this. The words of wisdom بتاعتي النهاردة to my daughters إنه girls, I want you to embrace the process, trust in your abilities, and never underestimate the influence you can have on others. Your voice, your actions, and your dreams hold immense power to create positive change. ساعات بنشك في نفسنا ونفضل question. We've decided that we're not questioning ourselves anymore, and I hope you girls stay true to yourself and follow your passions and believe in the impact you can make. The world is waiting for the remarkable contributions you can offer.
Aww. That's so sweet. I hope they take these words to heart. I really hope so. Okay.
في آخر الحلقة خالص هيبقى عندنا دايما سؤال ليكوا والبعض. Did we gain any sanity? Did we learn something new from this reflection, from this episode, from this experience?
Well, أنا هقدر أقولك إنه since we're talking about the podcast today, that the answer to this question is absolutely. This podcast has not only provided me with the purpose I so desperately was seeking, but it has also been a profound journey of self-awareness. We're recording this episode after having recorded the entire season, and it's an exciting feeling. Like, you know that feeling after you've wrapped up a project and you submit it? So I'm looking back and all the episodes we recorded, and feel like this journey of self-awareness that we said we will go on when we first started recording, it actually is happening. I feel like I have learned a lot. I've seen a lot of aspects of my life and revealed patterns that I was previously unaware of. The process of sharing the stories or reflecting on it has been incredibly enlightening and empowering. I cannot say it any other way. So yes, I gained sanity. Of course, I did a lot.
أنا كمان في كل الحلقات Nancy, she managed to get me very connected to her story, and I'm emotional. I don't cry a lot. كنت زمان بعيط كتير قوي, يمكن بطلت.
Don't worry, got you covered.
Yeah. But Nancy, she got us covered. Sorry. But however, her stories are very heartfelt. And I love the way she's delivering this because it's very easy. It's very light and it's very easy, and I love that. We wish and pray that you guys enjoy the stories as much as we do, and enjoy the episodes, enjoy the experience of listening to this podcast.
And the range of emotions. Man, it's a wild ride. I can't describe it any other way. We go from sobbing, like having to stop because boogers are all over our clothes, to laughing uncontrollably. It's like, we are crazy.
وأكيد هنديكوا sneak peeks من الedits.
So, join us every week as we share new stories, new reflections, and new lessons learned. This week, we're doing something unusual with the schedule.
This week will be a little different because we have 2 episodes uploaded for you guys.
Go listen to it right now. Yeah. Right now.
So we invite you to join us where we journey back in time to the day I said yes.
Yes! 1,000 times yes! It wasn't that dramatic. But you'll never know if you don't go listen. Okay, guys, until next time. عايزين نشكركم قوي for joining us on this journey.
بجد, we are so grateful for you guys.
We hope إن كلامنا النهاردة يكون فكركم ب your strength, resilience, and potential. وإن إحنا هنا معاكم, cheering you on every step of the way.
Until we meet again, stay inspired, stay empowered, and stay in touch. وأهم حاجة, know that you are not alone.
Because there will always be We're so cheesy.